Here is an analytics survey by ESPN.com, and this is guys that work in analytics offices, analytics staffers throughout the NFL. Which team most analytically advanced? Browns 1, Ravens 2. Which team produces the highest level of analytics work? Browns 1, Ravens 2. Which team most incorporates analytics into its decision-making? Browns 1, Ravens number 2. So, folks that are trying to make the Browns the only analytically driven team, it's not true. It's modeled after the Ravens. That's a pretty good franchise to emulate to be.
Congratulations to the Browns. Was that headline on that story, "Look at these nerds"? Or was it like, hey, look at smart teams doing smart things to be good? I mean, this is who they wanted to be. They took a circuitous route to get here. Andrew Berry, to his credit, is the man with Paul DePodesta who has been able to merge all of this. But like, this is the deal, right? This is smart teams looking for an edge, and the Browns are leading the way. And like, even I think they said in a ranking like this, I read part of that story, they said, frankly, the Browns probably should have been ranked higher last year, but kind of people were slow to come around on what they were doing. Like, this is the deal. This is the path that they committed to with Sashi Brown. They got away from with John Dorsey. And then when they made that move, the Haslams recommitted to it with Andrew Berry. And it's Andrew Berry's style of it that he is almost uniquely qualified to merge analytics and football guy knowledge and scouting acumen and bring all of that together. But they are going to stay at the front of this. And other teams are going to catch up. If they're smart, they will. But they're going to stay at the front of this. And, like, how do you think this happened? Like, it's part of why they're good, right? Everyone's like, oh, Demetric Felton is like a great pick. It's like, well, how do you think he didn't pull Demetric Felton's name out of a hat. Donovan Peoples-Jones, where did that? Well, how do you think they did the thing? How do they think they knew Jeremiah? I mean, it's all this stuff. So we're seeing the results. That's the whole thing about this Browns thing that I almost appreciate the most. It wasn't perfect, but there was always a plan, right? What's happening right now, so much of this is planned, and it's the fruition of a smart plan. So awesome. And again, rankings, whatever, being ranked as an analyst, the proof's in the pudding, man. They got good players. They got a good team. They have good strategies. Kevin Stefanski, when he goes for stuff on fourth down, when he goes every time the other team gets a penalty on an extra point, now he goes for 2 because it's half the yardage. Like, it's just all this stuff. And it's being put to football use in a way that every edge matters, man. And you don't know when analytics might win the Browns a game, but I bet you I guarantee you there are times when it's like, well, that thing that just happened to help win the Browns a game, that was analytics driven, whether it was the acquisition of the player, the way the roster was built, or the decisions within a game. And so credit to them and credit to somebody for acknowledging it.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. The plan, and if you paid attention, you could kind of see the plan being laid out and how it was followed, and it's been executed extremely well.